Hey Dreamers, I'm Bryce from Midnight Notion, singer-songwriter, musician, big fan of Metallica, but I have no idea what my favorite Metallica song is. Could it be Devil's Dance? Let's use math to find out. Cue the intro.
So give it to me now!
For the best Metallica song! Devil's Dance, track number 3 from Reload, and a song that I like a lot more on S&M, but we'll find out how the recording does, how it matches up, and we're going to listen to it. We're going to listen to it, me and you, all together, just as buds, and we're going to blah, blah, blah anytime we hear anything that's interesting, and then we're going to grade it. By we, I mean me. I'm going to grade it using the following criteria: composition, memorability, emotional response, instrumentation, and lyrics. Each category is a 0 to 4 scale with a grand total of 20 possible points. We'll find out at the end if this song has enough points to get to the top 20. I failed to say this, but several songs ago, I started incorporating the times in the description. So if you don't have a whole lot of time to listen to me blah, 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 you just want to get to the rating, check out the timestamps in the description and just skip ahead. I'd prefer you to be here. I could use the watch hours. And of course, I'd prefer that subscribe button to be clicked, because once I get 1,000 subscribers, then I can keep making this stuff, right? And actually make a couple of dollars off of it. It's only a couple dollars, but I could use it. Why am I spinning? Let's go. Let's listen to the song. Devil's Dance. Here we go. Yeah. Nice start. Calling back to the God that failed, or just crunch. There's that delay. Okay, I want to point out something that I find interesting. This is James only, right? We started with Lars on the drums, obviously, and Jason with the bass. It's a crunchy beat, right? There's nothing going on. He's not going bum, bum, boom, bop, boom, boom. Chop, boom, 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 chop, boom. He's not emphasizing every single hit. It's just straight 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Just kick, snare. Great, wonderful. Now we got James coming in. And when he does his little scratches and hits on the guitar, he's got a delay, very similar to the Outlaw Torn. It repeats a couple of times, right? But listen to where the delay is. He's playing on the left speaker, but the delay is coming on the right side. Check it out. I love those emphasizes. The emphasis on those his bum bum. He's doing snare and floor tom, and that floor tom just has a thunderous boom boom. It is so hard to control feedback loops like that. I don't know. Maybe it's easier because I just don't do. Maybe there's a trick to it that I don't know. But that the way it bends and comes back up, I'm assuming he's probably using like a whammy bar or bending the neck of the guitar to get it to do that bend and come back. But I know that when I'm playing my guitar and I've got an amp, I can create feedback loops, but not like on command. You have to like go over, you got to position the guitar a certain way. You got to be holding a certain note. But then sometimes you can't really like decide what pitch it's going to be. So I think it's really, really cool that they managed to get. It's magic to me. You can hear the bending of the strings. He's not like just be-doo. There's one way to play it is just hit the notes. Be-doo. But he's doing like a wobble. He's actually stretching the string a little. Be-doo. He's giving like sort of a vibrato to his guitar playing. Very, very nice style. You can hear Kirk just, like the main line that you hear is be-doo, dee-doo, whatever James is playing, but Kirk is just doing the offbeats. Cool.
Yeah, I feel you too. Feel those things you do.
Just James.
In your eyes, I see
What's Kirk doing?
fire that burns to breathe you. That's wanting
Kirk's just taking a break. He's off just like twiddling his thumbs. He's picking his nose. He's playing some, what year is this? 1997? He's playing some Nintendo 64. He's trying to throw Bowser off of the platform.
deep inside, you know. Seeds are
Still no Kirk? There he is. Kirk's back.
One day you will see. And dare to come down to me. Yeah, come on now, take the chance. That's right. Let's dance.
Yeah. I love it. So there's something really cool going on with the rhythm of this song. We have that straight beat, the 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Kick on 1, kick on 3, snare on 2, snare on 4. But then during the chorus, we have the snare on all 4. Ba, ba-ka, 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 boom. And then switches to a straight beat. Boom, cha, boo, cha, cha-boo, ba-cha-boo, 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 boo, cha, boo, cha. It's nice to have that call and response. A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B. Really cool pattern. Then we have these chords that are super dissonant, right? There's something about what they're playing. I've never actually learned the song, and I should, because it's great. It's just great. I love the stop, bump, come dance. And then there's like a reener. It's before, it doesn't, it'd be different if it was like, come dance. If the drums came in right at the same time, but it's nice that it has like a pull to it, right? The guitar just leads us in. That's really, really excellent. So many ways to come back into the next riff. This is really spectacular. In my opinion, I love when songs do this. Just one little instrument leads you. It's like that climbing that roller coaster and then the roller coaster crashed, apparently. Ooh, he's got the... Was there a hiss in there? Hold on, go back. Is there a hiss? There's something in there that sounds almost like, I am the snake. I don't think that's what it is. I'm probably just hearing a different frequency. But I also appreciate that when he's going, hey, or yeah, that's echoing just like the guitar does. Hey, I feel you too. I don't know if the two's looping, but that first hit, bump, bump, hey, that loops. Love it.
Tempting that bite to take. Let me make your mind. Leave yourself behind.
I could do without the demon sounds.
I've got what you need. Hunger I will free.
Love this riff.
One day you will see. And dare to come down to me. Yeah, come on now, take the chance.
Let me hear it.
Come dance.
See, different ending. Again, we set up that pattern at the beginning. Come dance. But we're going into a different riff now. So come dance. And now they're all coming in at the same time. Switching it up. Changing it up. I love it. The intro. We're up to a different part of the key. This is the chorus? Pre-chorus. There's something I want to point out in there. There's one guitar, one little guitar that's just an emphasis guitar. Jun, 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 jun. You can hear it layered in pretty heavily. It's pretty thick. It's pretty clear that it's like just coming in to say junk, 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 and then it leaves, and then it comes back and goes, by the way, junk, junk, junk. Kind of reminiscent, that solo, it feels a lot like the thing that should not be, right? Again, we got this just kind of like beating on the guitar, like he's playing notes this time. It's not just straight aggressive. He's actually, but he's going up and he's sliding down and he's going back up and he's sliding down. Really creative playing, really illustrating the depths of the beyond, of the below, of the 9 circles of hell. Yeah. Okay, so now we have the same ending as the first chorus, but there's no hook. He doesn't say come dance or let's dance. He just stops and the guitar is and nothing else is going on, and then be-doo, be-doo. So every single end of every single chorus has something new and unique. This is what I talk about when I talk about great composition. It's building the song, it's changing it, it's keeping it interesting. Love it. Did that switch to a James solo there? Hold on a second. Okay, I see what happened. Let's go back just one more. You can hear they took the solo and they frantic pun intended, panned it left and right. So the solo typically sits in the center of the speakers, but all of a sudden at the end of this solo, it goes woo, 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 woo. It's dancing back and forth between the speakers. Artistic. Hear it?
I feel you too. Feel those things you do. In your eyes, I see a fire that burns to breathe you.
Nice notes,
That's
James.
running through. Deep inside, you know, seeds are planted will grow.
Sing it.
One day you will see, and they'll come down to me. Yeah, come on now, take the chance. That's right, let's dance.
There it is, the first one again.
It's nice to see you here.
Nice. No resolution for you. We're just gonna, done. I love it. I'm happy. I feel good about this song. Let's give it some points. Whoosh. Composition. I love what's happening in the song. I love the build, how it starts with just drums and bass. Guitar gradually comes in, but it's just one guitar. I don't know where Kirk is in this song, but I love that when he comes in, he makes his point clear. He like shows up, he plays something amazing, then he disappears for a little bit. Again, back to the Bowser thing. I think it's funny that this happens to be the 64th song that I'm reviewing from their discography, and I made a 64 reference. So I'm going to pat myself on the back here. Tell me in the comments below, what's your favorite Nintendo 64 game? Mine is probably a Zelda of some sort. It's probably Ocarina of Time, but it could be something else. I don't know. I like Banjo-Kazooie. I like Mario. I like a lot of games. We're not talking about games, though. We're talking about composition, and this one's really fun to listen to. I love the build. I love that we have the additional effects of the delay on not just the guitars, but the voices as well. I love that the choruses change each time we get to them. There's a different ending. One time it's Let's Dance. One time it's Come Dance. One time it's nothing, and it's just a guitar build. Then we come back, and we end it with It's Nice to See You Here. Ha ha, done. Right? It's like I captured you, I'm laughing in your face, I tricked you, and then boom, song over. You're dead, man. You're in the fires of eternity. Now you're only allowed to listen to Styx on repeat forever, and it's probably Miss America. Sucks to be you. So that's the song. I think it's really compositionally great. I think there's a lot of stuff to be celebrated. Is there time signature changes? No. Are there tempo changes? No. Are there key signature changes? No. It moves around a little bit for the solo, but it really doesn't bring anything outstandingly creative, like the songs like One or Fade to Black or stuff like that. But it is an interesting composition. So still a positive review from me on composition. So this one gets a 3. Memorability. I think that this song is super catchy, super memorable. I think there's a lot to latch on from the guitar riff to the hey, I feel you too. I think that line just in general is super hooky. Come dance, let's dance. I think the one thing that knocks this, the reason why I can't give it a perfect score for memorability, is that the chorus changes every time. I know that in the last category, I said that that was a great thing. But the unfortunate side effect of that is that it's hard to latch onto. When they pause, it's hard for me to know what I'm supposed to sing. Should I sing Let's Dance? Come Dance? Should I not sing at all? Is it just a yeah? I don't know what to do. And because they didn't set up that pattern, I don't have that to latch onto. So that breaks the memory a little bit. It makes it really difficult to remember how to sing this song. So I'll knock 1 point from that, but otherwise, super memorable song. This one gets a 3. Emotional response. I would be lying if I said that I didn't want to hear this song. I really want to hear this song. I wish they would play it more often. I wish that this was a staple. I'm tired of hearing the same songs over and over and over again. I've seen them 7, 8 times, something like that. I've seen Sad But True. I've seen, One, Master of Puppets, Enter Sandman. I've heard those so many times that it's time for something fresh for me, not everyone. And I know that they're not gonna drop any of those songs because there's gonna be new people at every show and they're gonna wanna hear the major hits. But I wanna hear the deep cuts, and I consider this a deep cut. So if they ever play this in Minnesota, I'm gonna be a happy, happy, happy guy. A happy, happy guy. Look, I'm just a happy guy. That's 4 points. Instrumentation, I love what's happening here too. Just a straight drum groove, a nice thick bass. Bum, bum, bum. The effects on the guitars. Kirk isn't doing anything for a while. I don't know. Kirk has checked out for the last 2 records. He's not playing much. There's that the Some Kind of Monster documentary where he's talking about not wanting to be that formulaic solo every song kind of person. It feels like that started on Load, and it's gradually making its way towards. He's progressing. He's it's not like he changed overnight, right? We can see the gradual descension of playing solos, and I find that interesting. And I give him a little more credit now. It's not just a flip of the switch. Some people say that Metallica changed their sound, right? And it's not about them changing their sound. It's about trying something new. And it's not something that happens overnight. It's just the fact that you experienced several years between records, but through that whole time frame, they were out there touring, they were listening to new music, they were playing riffs, they were experimenting with things. Their change is a lot more gradual than it seems. But when you listen to the records back to back, you can hear that change. But I'm just saying, they change gradually, and I think that's fine. I'm getting off topic. Instrumentally, they did good. I like what they're doing in the song. So, good job. 3 points. Lyrics. I happen to really, really, really love the lyrics in this song. I love what they're doing, and I want to discuss them a little further. Let me pull them up. In the first verse, we have, I feel you too, feel those things you do. In your eyes, I see the fire that burns to free the you that's wanting through. All right, so I'm going to free the real you that's inside. This is spoken from the promise of apparently the devil, as the title implies, and I'm going to free what's inside. You're letting it sit inside. I'm going to bring it out. So come on. I feel that you have something. I'm going to help you find it. Deep inside, you know, the seeds I plant will grow. The ideas in this little brain are gonna just, or maybe it's not, maybe it's a big brain. It's a giant three-headed brain chained down in the frozen depths of the ninth circle. Very, very interesting stuff. Snake, I am the snake, tempting that bite to take. Let me make your mind, leave yourself behind. Be not afraid. I've got what you need. Hunger I will feed. There's some really, really, I don't know how to describe why I like these lyrics, but they're just flowing. They have a flow to them. Now, I would knock it for having the same verse as the third verse. I feel you too, feel those things you do. In your eyes I see the fire that burns to free the you that's running through. For some reason, this repeat, they have running instead of wanting. The you that's running through versus the you that's wanting through. I don't know that that change is warranted. I don't know that we need a difference between wanting or running, but it's interesting. I don't know how to describe it. Maybe it's because I have inner demons that I'm battling all the time too. But there's something about that desire, like maybe I should try this thing, and that internal struggle, like no, be good, and like hey, come here, and this may be James's addictions coming out and saying, hey, come play. It could be the actual devil. It could be a metaphorical devil. It could be a variety of things. But that giving a voice to that temptation and the feeding, right? Feeding. The word feeding comes out a lot when it comes to temptation and darkness. And I don't know, just like I'm going to feed you, right? Lure you in, give you what you need. But then there's something about how it ends with, it's nice to see you here. Ha ha. It feels very like, oh, gotcha. And I don't know. For some reason, I'm a fan of a twisted story, a twisted ending, a plot twist, a cliffhanger, a change up, oh no, what have I done? And I feel like this song captures that. So I don't know why. I don't know how to articulate it, but this song for me lyrically gets a big old 4. And so Devil's Dance gets 17 points, which is enough for the top 20, but where did it land? Tied with Damage Inc. in 18th place, which means it's right barely squeezed in there, right at the bottom, just barely sending Outlaw Torn goodbye. Say goodbye. It was nice having you for just a couple of songs, but there it goes. Sad But True is on the chopping block, but here we have the 4th tie. I told you ties were coming. You didn't believe me, but there it is, another tie. Tied with Damage Inc. We also have the ties of Puppets, Wolf, and Bleed. We have a tie with Creeping Death and Fuel. We have a tie with King Nothing and Through the Never, and probably many more ties to come because they've got 116, I believe, songs. We're barely over halfway through. So now it's your turn. Using my methods, put in the comments below what score you would give this song. Make sure you check out my music, Midnight Notion. It's available all over the internet. You can find it. I believe in you. It's even on this channel if you look close enough. And of course, smash that subscribe button because tomorrow we're listening to another song, which I haven't checked in advance. Oh yes, The Unforgiven 2. So see you there. Thanks for watching.